leading a frontal assault on the lies of the New World Order. It's Christian Coffins.
DarkDox Digest. DarkDox Digest. DarkDox Digest. DarkDox Digest.
Welcome to the March 31st, 2025, Monday edition of the DarkDox Digest with your host, Christian Coffins.
DarkDox Digest. DarkDox
Digest. Welcome back to DarkDox Digest. I am your host, Christian Coffins. What a fun weekend we had, huh? Tesla take down my ass. That was fun. You guys are stupid. You're very dumb. And we got some great footage. And it pleases me to no end. And they're homophobic. I gotta say, I am very shocked at the tolerant left. I shouldn't be, because they're everything that they say we are, because they are Nazis. And they called our gay friend with the red purse a twink. And that's derogatory. To me, twink is more offensive than faggot. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. But we were hanging out with who we got Ben. My brain is still fried, to be honest. Like, I was just kind of calling it in today. It was Monday. But yeah, we had Jacob Angles, we had Data Battle Z, Ben, and we had a couple other friends that we will be getting into. We'll be playing some clips, and of course, covering today's news. So, turn on the display capture. How do you do this again? All right. So, yeah, here's a little compilage done by Data Battle Z. Follow him on YouTube. Stop what you're doing. Go follow Data Battles with an S, then a Z, and then a 2, and then a 0, and then an 8, and then a 7. You need a better handle. I think you have more subscribers than me, right? No, you have 69. Do you have another channel? Do you have multiple channels? You have more than one channel, don't you? Is it, did they kick you off or something? Anyway, here's a little clip show we got going on here to fill you in on what we did this weekend.
Jacob Ingles of CentralFloridaPost.com, folks.
Infowars, Gateway Funding. We're going to this Tesla takedown protest. Seems like a pretty thin crowd so far, but you know, as usual, folks, it's been a couple of years. When we get up and talk to these people, you know they're just going to be full of like maggots inside their brains. It's not a hard conversation, about a third grade reading level or lower, so I just can't wait. We really start recognizing the mental illness of these people. Is it level 1? Is it level 10? Elon derangement syndrome, Trump derangement syndrome. So let's just go out and see. They usually have no answers to the question. So what are we protesting today?
We do not consent to be on your film.
Oh, honey, you're in a public place. You're on a public sidewalk. You don't have any reasonable expectation
I don't consent to be on your...
So deport Elon. Do you know that?
Yeah, this is a big one. Let me cover this for a second. I'm here photoshopping Elon Musk's cheese head because we do it live, baby. That's right. Yeah, so to all you stupid fuck leftists, if you're in public, anyone can film you. You can film police in public. Police can film you. People, anybody like us, can film you in public. If you're so fucking ashamed of yourself that you can't, like, I can't, please don't look at me. Like, you're obviously a bad guy. You're obviously on the wrong side of history. I'm proud as fuck to be doing what we're doing. Are you kidding me? This is fantastic. So, yeah, you know, if you're not proud of what you're doing, then maybe you should reconsider what you're doing.
From South
not
Africa.
illegal.
You know he's a Nazi too, right?
He's a Nazi. How is he a Nazi?
That's a bold
Why
statement.
did you point
a Nazi?
How
is he a Nazi?
Did you see his Nazi
How is he
salute?
Nazi?
Are you familiar?
Oh, did you see his Nazi salute? Did you see his Nazi salute? Because of this little fucking prick right here. Here. We got Elizabeth Warren. We got Kamala Harris. We got Barack Obama, and we got Hillary Clinton, all giving the Roman salute. You dumb fuck. God, you people are dumb. But, it's like, again, I don't even think you're dumb. I mean, maybe some of you are dumb, but some of you are just liars. You're misleading people, you're disinformation agents, and you're scum. I'm riled up today.
Barack Obama did that. Jasmine Crockett did that.
Crazy.
We want to deport.
So does that answer your question?
We wanna
Go back to
deport
your first
radical
question.
Islamic
Where is
terrorists.
he from? Like Elon? Elon, you know how many people
And
he's
what is-
killed
what is-
by defunding
Oh,
USA?
Elon has killed people. He's
Yeah,
killed
this
people by
guy's
defunding USAID.
This guy's a fast learner.
Yes, fast learner. Oh,
Yeah.
so Elon, you're watching. He kills people. Look at him run off right there.
It's clever. He has
Man. So, felons, tell me a little bit about that. Oh, F Elon. No, let's see. Why do we have
I'm not a fan of Elon.
Why?
I think he's incompetent. I think he's leans Nazi. I'm just not a fan. I don't like him. I think he's doing I think he's doing terrible things.
He leans
Terrible
Nazi.
things like saving the astronauts. Horrible. Expand upon that. Terrible things.
You remember
What is
when he
terrible
called the
things?
guys that were saving the kids that were in the cave? He called the guy a pedophile.
Really? So that's what we're landing on.
Well, bad, and he's shutting down agencies and then having to rehire.
Shutting down agencies. Do you agree that there's any waste or abuse in government? So what's the issue with what he's doing
What's
with those?
Social Security? Why are
He's
we,
not shutting down Social
why,
Security.
why are we doing anything with Social Security? Why is he even looking at Social Security?
Do you think there is Social Security
Entitlements.
fraud?
No.
There's no Social Security fraud.
No.
There's no.
Yeah, so you can hear all the air horns going off constantly. Well, this is this little prick right here. David Kimley, because he confessed to it. He was covering his face the whole time, hiding behind a sign, wouldn't talk to us. But then, he goes online later and then says, today, Zoe and I they joined in a formal Tesla takedown protest near a Tesla dealership in Orlando. Good crowd of participants. At its peak may have been 24 folks. Counter-protesters, aka shitsters, that's us, arrived at one point doing their best to start a fight. No, we weren't. Watch the whole video. It's an hour long, and we were nothing but polite to you people, and you got all up in our faces, blew air horns in our faces, tried to say that we were assaulting you, and you wouldn't leave us alone, and kept shoving signs in our faces. But it's the usual for you assholes, for you tyrants, you treasonous traitors, you scum, you Nazis. You guys are the real Nazis. Look up the definition of a Nazi. You fit the description, pal. Attempting to piss someone off and start a fight for their Nazi channel content. Yeah. I mean, I guess we're a Nazi channel now. We got these guys hanging out with us on my channel, so I guess we're a Nazi channel now. Yeah. Oddest thing was one was carrying a red purse and acting like a twink in some attempt to have someone question it or start a fight. Maybe the dude's just gay. It's funny because I've been called a homophobe before, because I'm a straight man, I'm white, so therefore I must be a homophobe, but he was very nice. Jacob's gay. He's fantastic. We are the tolerant right. We need to start that meme. We are the tolerant right wing, okay? Because you left-wingers, you're homophobes, and you're Nazis, and you're proving yourself with your dumb little, blue sky tweets or whatever the fuck you do over here. In some attempt to have someone question it or start a fight. I don't know. Crowd response was very positive. Lots of car honking. I burned up 2 air horns for noisemakers. So, yeah, rude and literally shoving it in our ears, which is you could call that assault. I think most law enforcement, but the sad thing is, Owen Shorey got it right. Half of these people, more than half of them, are fucking geriatrics. It's sad. They're just, they watch the news, so they're brainwashed. And, they were nice enough And, but like they just don't know how to talk to people. They don't understand what's really going on. And we go over there, it's like, oh, we just want to hear what you have to say. You speak your mind. No comment. Don't talk. And that's really all I heard. And you're going to hear some more of that in a second. So I'll continue.
Fraud in government at all. No, sir. No, from a mathematical standpoint, you are willing to say that there is no fraud, not one scintilla
Negligible
of fraud.
in Social Security.
Trump and Moscow got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
So can you
Trump
tell
and
us why you're
Moscow
out
got
here
to
today?
go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Trump and Moscow got to
Yeah, so that's Amanda Belcher. She is the one, and we're going to be talking about, she's the one from Seattle who organized this little thing, and it was supposed to be at the Florida Mall. And they ended up doing something at the Florida Mall, and big shout out to my buddy Dave, who ended up sticking around and seeing their dumb little protest that ended within seconds. It was hilarious. I have the whole video of the whole protest. It's less than a minute long. So they knew they really couldn't do much over there, and there was a heavy police presence, and they weren't going to let them organize in the parking lot. They were going to trespass them and probably arrest them because they weren't playing that shit over there. So they weren't going to have their little march down OBT with all the crack whores and stuff. So this was a little bit better. It was in near Crime Hills, which isn't the best, but this is Amanda Bell. She was wearing a mask in her little profile photo when we initially shared about the event, and clearly AstroTurf. And we're gonna get into her, and I want to know who's paying this chick. Also, pay attention to her pants, because she literally has the sigil of Satan on her pants. That's right. We got a Luciferian witchy type over here. And total AstroTurf. It's disgusting.
go. Hey, hey.
So
Ho,
here's the example.
Trump
The brain.
is a fascist.
Trump is a fascist. There we go.
Trump is a
You want
fascist.
to get a little closer
Trump
there?
is a fascist.
You can do it right near my ear
Trump
if
is
you
a
want to.
fascist.
Let's get some people in this chat. Please share this link. Create a post. I appreciate you.
So Trump is weird. Aren't we all a little weird? I mean, I'm having a hard time understanding. What does this do? What does this do? What does this do? Hey, ho, ho! The SSRIs are kicking in. What is it? Meth, acid, LSD. This lady is insane. Could you imagine going home and having that as your roommate or partner? Don't talk. No comment. Bye. So is America under attack? No comment.
No
Is
comment.
America under attack? Keep moving. No
Keep
comment. Tell me
moving.
where I
brother.
go in a public.
You
spot.
don't need to talk.
Why doesn't he have shoes? What the hell is this?
This is a bad neighborhood. There's probably broken glass everywhere. Seriously.
Okay, we'll go on to the next one. Stop Musk if you love our country.
Okay.
Why?
Parents into your home when they have no Social Security. That's all.
Social Security is not being shut down. It's fraud, waste, and abuse. You're done. We've covered a lot of these protests before. And isn't it interesting when these people bring out dogs to sit in 85
and we'll look
plus
at it.
degrees
Absolutely, all day
on the
long.
side of the road?
Correct.
Yeah, real talk. Public service announcement. We actually care about animals here at DarkDox and Infowars. If you're gonna bring a dog to a protest, you need to bring at least half a gallon of water and a little bowl that folds up, one of those little collapsible ones. So that way they're salivating. They can't sweat. It's torture to dogs to leave them out there. She didn't bring any water for that dog. I almost gave him some of mine, but I didn't want to get involved with it. Oh, you're trying to poison my dog. These people are fucking nuts. You got to be careful.
Do you see a water bottle?
I do not see water.
Mommy didn't bring him any water. He's out here on the side of the road. He's a beautiful dog. Mommy's out here with her Elon arrangements.
Also, big fuck you to YouTube. I got 9 people that already liked this video, but only 1 is watching, and we got 6 people in the chat. You people are fucking liars, and I'm about to take my business elsewhere. I'm so fucking close. I'm only really sticking to it because it's convenient for me. But once I figure out that Rumble and that BitChute Live, you guys are fucking done.
Syndrome.
He's
I'm in the
my
car.
service dog, and I take care of him.
You do. So where's the water?
They like Alex Jones. Let's do some Alex Jones.
Oh my God.
And they tell the trainees, have the trainees go rip me off.
That's all I hear.
Get into it.
Yeah. Maybe it's not a dance party.
Jump up and down.
Do you have shoes? Huh?
Oh, man. She don't want to be talking to you guys. Just leave her alone, man.
Leave her
Seriously.
alone. Leave her alone. Just leave her alone.
Just
We're
ask
just
her.
out here having a protest on a public street. Just leave her alone. I mean, it's almost exhausting at this point. I probably have another, I don't know, 10 minutes. It's just hilarious. And we'll go home. And again, I keep hitting this point over. These people are going to go tell their children and grandchildren.
Oh, that's David.
We fought Nazis today. We stood up to Elon and his swastikas. Oh! And then, you know what? We just go home, reset life, fight for America, fight for freedom, fight for individual liberty, and government accountability. No, so wait. When Trump first got elected, the first term, I was told as a gay man that I was going to go into a concentration camp. They're going to be building all these camps. All these gay people are going to go there. It's going to be like Auschwitz. How am I still standing? Did I miss my ticket? Did I not get my train ride?
Have a good day, sir.
Could you imagine gay
Ladies and
Auschwitz?
Jacob Ingles, Gateway Pundit, Infowars. This thing is cooked. I'm not going to sit out in the sun anymore. We're going to go and find somewhere to get a couple of pitchers of beer. We've had enough of the woke mind virus. It's lunchtime.
That's right.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on my X account. This has been Data Battle Z. Please like, subscribe, share, retweet. I would really appreciate it, and I can't wait to see you all again next time.
Yeah, so Data Battle Z's the fucking man, and his rig is fantastic. If it wasn't for him, you could watch the what's on my cell phone. I have like a free Metro PCS phone from like fucking 6 years ago because I'm cheap and I don't have a lot of money. So if you like what we do, go to cash.app/DarkDox and maybe I'll get a nicer camera. But until then, I really appreciate Data Battle Z showing up, you know, doing his thing and editing this stuff, doing our shorts. I mean, he's a national treasure. So definitely give him some support. My buddy David Francis, follow him on YouTube. David Francis. Does he have like another name on here? At David Francis 7594 on YouTube. Here's what actually happened while we were doing all of that stuff over at the Florida Mall. Because they went before and there was like nothing there. It wasn't happening. Then they got the intel that this other thing was going on, so they left. We ended up coming back, but we missed this. So thank you so much for showing up because you saw my video and shooting this. We couldn't have done it without you. All five. I mean, there's like twice as many cops as there are protesters. Okay, I guess we're all doing it. Fucking masks on. You guys aren't so tough when you have a bunch of cops in front of you.
Oh, that was anticlimactic. I was hoping to see him get arrested or something.
I mean, did they really think that they were actually going to have a protest at the Florida Mall? They should go ahead and follow them to the fucking border so they can get the fuck out of our country. If you don't like it, you leave. I completely agree with Trump on that. No one's making you stay here.
Protesters.
Damn.
They're getting booted off the property. Getting escorted off the premises.
So, you know, I like to be a graceful person, but every now and then I'm a little petty, and I enjoy some Schadenfreude. This is one of those moments. This and that Snow Brown movie that they just came out with. What a shit show. Yeah, so youtube.com/databattles with an S and a Z. Definitely follow him. Apparently this is the shadow banned account, so he has the other one too. Because that's what they do to us, for bringing you this valuable information and putting our lives on the line to entertain you. Are you not entertained? If you're on YouTube, we are Sacred Owls. If you're on X, we're Sacred Owls Unite. Because Sacred Owls was banned back when they were Twitter. So the fun continues. ViceForVaccine.com posted that Anthony Fauci's coming to Sarasota, Florida. Be seen, be heard. Join us Monday, April 14th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. Might have to stay overnight because I'm not a morning person. Like these leftists. I'm like these leftists in that way. I can agree with them on that. I don't like the mornings. Some of these Trump supporters over the weekend, like, they came mad early and took over where they were going to have the protest, so they had to do it across the street. I saw some videos today. Very funny, and early bird does get the worm, so I admire people that can wake up early and do those things. I used to do construction. I'm just getting too old. They're going to be outside the Van Wezel Performing Arts Center in Sarasota, Florida, to confront Anthony Fauci with facts that harm caused by the COVID-19 narrative and vaccine push has let him know that he's not exactly welcome in Florida. Following the protest at 10:30 a.m., walk with us to 5 Points Park for Freedom Fest, Florida Uncensored. Ooh, that sounds awesome. Where top doctors, health freedom warriors, and artists will convene for a powerful gathering of truth, music, and action from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. This event is free and open to the public. Maybe I might play a couple songs. Maybe you might see some Sacred Owls. I don't know. I'm going to talk to the gang about this one. If you would like to join us to protest, please fill out the form below. We are also seeking donations for science materials in the event. If you would like to donate, please click the button below. That's at visforvaccine.com. Very cool. Very cool. Let's keep this going. I'll check out more about that later. And Justin Roberts from We Are Change here in Orlando, he put out a little sizzle reel.
You're really attacking not only Dr. Anthony Fauci, you're attacking science.
The science. Oh yeah, he has great science. He has so many science. He's been doing this for a long time. I like Justin. tinyurl.com/FL Fauci. V is for vaccine. The Hollow Alliance. Yeah, you know, we've been to a bunch of protests together, and we don't agree on everything. He's a flat earther. But that's okay, you know what? Because we're the tolerant right wing, and we take all kinds, as long as we're fighting for freedom and justice and medical liberty. I'm about it. So I'm going to retweet this, and I'm going to love it, and I'm going to bookmark it, and I'm going to comment in all caps, hell yeah, see you there. Because we stand on business here at DarkDox. Yeah, so more on this Amanda Belcher chick from Seattle that came all the way down to Orlando to protest with 24 people. Weird.
This has got to be one of the funniest things that I think I have ever seen, and I can't wait to show you. So while we are working diligently to put together the first Tesla Shield event here in Columbus, Ohio, I was over on X, and investigative journalist Laura Loomer just posted one of the most amazing things that I've ever seen. So in New York, an organization has been running what they call Tesla Takedown. Well, like Laura Loomer does, she decided to start investigating the people who were behind the organization. And the event that they did yesterday, and as you can see, the event that they're planning on the 29th of March, is organized by a guy named Christopher Lee. Yeah, there he is. And in fact, there's a lot of people now that are starting to believe that some of these organizers are in fact Chinese nationals, which adds a whole new wrinkle to this story. But that's not what's funny. So Christopher Lee showed up to the event designed to take down Tesla, driving a Tesla. Yeah, that's right. Christopher Lee, who's organizing the Tesla takedown events, who some believe may be in fact a Chinese national, drove his Tesla to the Tesla takedown event. Yeah, there he is. He even has a sticker. Look, anti-Elon Tesla Club on his Tesla. His Tesla. So in case you were wondering,
an anti-Tesla Tesla car club
about Tesla. And I'm going to help you understand why they're doing this. It's very simple. And it's really not even about Elon Musk. Elon Musk just happens to be the biggest target that they can find. What they're attempting to do is to send a warning to every single person that sits on Donald Trump's cabinet in his administration or could be used effectively to take down the deep state. The goal is to show them that if they can get to Elon Musk and they can destroy his business and they can steal his wealth, then they can do it to anybody. That's the whole plan of this Tesla takedown. And that's exactly why the American people need to stand up.
So as you can see right there, if you watched our episode on
they can get to Elon Musk,
Thursday,
do it to anybody. And that's exactly why the American people need to stand up against this fascist.
Did I miss it? Hold on.
And it's really not even about Elon Musk. Elon Musk just happens to be the biggest target that they can find. What they're attempting to do is to send a warning to every single person that sits on Donald Trump's cabinet in his administration or could be used effectively to take down the deep state. The goal is to show them that if they can get to Elon Musk and they can destroy his business and they can steal his wealth, then they can do it to anybody. That's the whole plan of this Tesla takedown. And that's exactly why the American people need to stand up against this fascist attack against Donald Trump and his agenda. This isn't about Tesla. This isn't about Elon Musk. This is about stopping the Trump agenda through fascism. Join us.
Yeah, so they showed the logo. I guess I missed it. Oh, yeah, there it is. Troublemaker, Seattle, Washington. That's the outfit that Amanda Belcher was with.
Organized by a guy
and the
named
Disruption Project.
Yeah,
Who's paying these people? Is it the Podesta money from the EPA? Because we need an investigation. We should not be funding this shit.
Yeah, there he is. And in fact, there's a lot of people now that are starting to believe that
I'm going to go ahead
some
and
of these
follow this
organizers
guy.
are in fact Chinese nationals, which
Thanks for
adds a whole new wrinkle.
packaging that together. That's hilarious. Also, get out of here, Doge. You still got work to do. Follow Jacob Engels on X. He was awesome. He's a firecracker, that one. He's great in front of the camera, just a pure natural. He's on the American Journal all the time, and also the Alex Jones Show. He was just on Laura Loomer. So he's making the rounds. He's doing the things. He's also a contributor for the Gateway Pundit. He's been doing some good stuff over here. I'm just too small. There we go. Yeah, so give Jacob a follow on the X, will ya? Also, Joe Somebody was with us, and he was awesome too. Joe Somebody 8899 on YouTube. Also, Data Battle Z is on Rumble as a user. Data Battles with an S and a Z. If you are on Facebook, I am Christian X Coffins. And we also have a DarkDox Network that I post the show in. Nothing really is going on there, but this is where the DarkDox Network started years ago before they kicked me off of Facebook. And so, as a sign of posterity for our old homies, I still post there. Rumble.com/DarkDox. Whoa, what was that? I'm getting crazy with my clicks here. There we got the Jacob Engels. BitChute.com/DarkDox. What do we got here? We got some shorts. Here's some more stuff going on this weekend here to make fun of there.
Look at this line of dipshits. Look at this line of dipshits. They came here this morning thinking they were going to get in front of Tesla and take over, but none of these assholes can get out of bed before 10 o'clock. So here we are. We took over the side of the street. We got here at 10 o'clock this morning, quarter to 10, to make sure they couldn't line up in front of the store. We were actually thanked by the managers and the salespeople inside Tesla in Ogden, Lincoln. So if you're looking to buy a car, come out and support Westmont Tesla.
At 8 a.m.?
Westmont, Ogden, Lincoln. They're great people. They're Trump supporters. They like what Elon Musk is doing. Join us. Join us. We're going to be in Orland Park next week on 159th in front of the Orland Park Tesla. Next week, they're calling for a day of violence and action against 500 Tesla dealers. We're going to show up and support Tesla and make sure they don't touch any Teslas. Look at it. I want you to notice something. I want you to notice something about this pro-American liberal group. As I zoom in. Not pro-American. Oh, that's why I'm insulting them. As I zoom in, these pro-Americans, they don't have one American flag. Although I did see one sign supporting the Ukraine, but I bet they wouldn't send their kids or grandchildren to put the boots on like I did for 20 years. I guarantee you they won't, because they're a bunch of cowards. They'd probably send their kids to Canada.
Hell yeah. Throwing it down from sea to shining sea. This is how we roll, not like these guys over here. Get off my screen, you Nazis. See, two can play that game. Follow this guy, Vince Langman. Very good. Hundreds of Tesla takedown protests held across the U.S., some with counter-protesters. See some more. What is this, freedomnews.tv? Yeah, very good. Burn a Tesla, save democracy. This is not a democracy. And you're under arrest. Reject fascism. I am. I hate these guys. Bunch of Nazis. No, you stay on the screen. Because they don't believe it. Here's an idea. I'm all for the freedom of speech, of course. It's the First Amendment. It's the most important part of these United States. But maybe we can have a little workaround. I'm so sick of people calling everyone a Nazi for no good reason. To me, calling someone a Nazi should be libelous. Like you can't just call someone a pedophile, for example. You have to say allegedly, because if you just call someone a pedophile, well, that's a crime. Now, is being a Nazi a crime? No. But can people thinking that you're a Nazi get them to try to attack you and cause violence to you? And yes. So I mean, we need to work something out. You can't just go around calling people Nazis all day long. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. So Justin from We Are Change is a vegetarian or a vegan. Data Battles, he doesn't like his stance on meat, because I gotta have some meat, man. I love that meat. And you know, and I'm not a hypocrite. I will kill that animal with my fucking bare hands. I will eat it with my fucking teeth. I love it. And yeah, flat Earth. Oh boy.
Tax the motherfucking rich! Tax the rich! Tax the motherfucking rich! Tax the motherfucking rich!
Not First Amendment activity. We didn't put up these barriers.
That's pretty ballsy, bringing a drum set to a protest. Pain in the ass. My drum set has wheels on it. Made it custom. So we can roll it on that stage. I just don't like those cyber trucks. And I support
I don't need a Russian passport. Look at you. You look like a Russian. One look at this guy, and that says it all. You look like a Russian. Take one look at her. Says it all. Right there, bro. Yep. Put this picture right there. This is an American. That's un-American. They all look just like you, bro. All of you. Look at you. Yep. Keep your tongue out. Yep. Perfect. Keep it. Yep. You're broken. Your kids must be proud. You probably don't have it. Tax the rich. Tax the rich.
Also, what's with you wimpy leftists that, you know, you always like, you know, do this like really gay middle finger, like you're just like, like it's exhausting to throw a middle finger up in the air, and like that's all you got, right? Fuck this, fuck that, fuck. You people are a bunch of just you don't have any creativity. You don't, you know. You don't have anything to stand. That's why when we ask you, like, oh, like, why are you here? How do you feel? Do you know about this? Oh, no comment. Nah.
We need clean air! Not another billionaire! We need clean air! Not another billionaire!
We need clean air, not another billionaire. Yeah, because the EPA is spending all their money on protesters. I'm sure that's helping the clean air. Meanwhile, Tesla's making e-vehicles that you guys used to love. Data keeps you safe. Wow, that's a hot take. Would have fought the Nazis, now's your chance. These people are terrorists, and if you're blocking traffic, you need to be arrested. Because you're not just blocking the traffic of everybody, you're blocking the traffic of emergency vehicles. Maybe someone needs to go to the hospital. But you guys don't care. You don't care about anything. Because you're a bunch of Satanists, you're a bunch of nihilists. And this is why I don't live in New York. You can fucking keep your rotten apple.
Clean air! Not another billionaire! Not another billionaire! Not another billionaire! We need clean air!
We just know how to repeat stuff.
Not another billionaire!
We are a bunch of robots.
We need because Elon Musk has bought our government.
Oh, by the way, to that Nikki chick, whoever you are, I don't know who you are or what you're talking about, but I've known Tina for years, and she's pretty damn awesome. So, you know, you have some balls coming in here, I'll say, and thanks for posting. Please bring all of your idiot friends. I want you to all just, like, flood my chat with trolls, because it's good for the algos, so let's go.
He's bought our government when he should be paying for a better relationship with his kids. We are here today because fascism is running rampant in America. It is thriving. It's been thriving for a long time, but now they are saying the quiet parts quite loudly. They're saying that if you are rich, you are fine, and if you are poor, you're fucked.
Who said that?
Bill is called New York Determining Obligations and Guaranteeing Enforcement and Government Contracting Act. Figure out the acronym yourself, but I think it spells out Doge.
He's so creative.
Once again, we are standing up to the plutocracy. We are standing up to the con artists. Yes. We are not going to let New York State taxpayers be ripped off. No.
What's the guy from Subway doing here? I thought he got arrested for pedophilia.
Up to the billionaire
See, I can say that because he was convicted.
That is Tesla. We're going to fight this in Albany.
It's Jared, right?
We're
Jared from Subway.
Transparency, and as the assembly member says, we are going to fight back, and we're going to win this fight. No more Doge. 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 No more.
People over profits. People over profit. Planet over profit. Planet over.
I wonder if he finally saw the schooner. That's a really bad Mallrats joke. If you got that. You're old, like me.
People over profit.
You idiot, it's a sailboat. Schooner is a sailboat.
System change now. 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 System.
Elon Musk has got to go.
It's funny, like, I don't like Teslas, but this makes me want to have one, because fuck you, you know? Alright, Nazis, get off my stage here. That was entertaining, I suppose. Elon wants 5 bullets. Reads a sign with Luigi hearts.
Get off my fucking car! You touch that shit again, I will break your fucking fingers.
Okay, come on, bring it on. Bring it on. You're fucking Nazi. Fuck you, Nazi. Go fuck yourself.
I love you.
See, that's all I got.
Or a
Fuck you, Nazi! Go fuck yourself! Like, these are not serious people.
I feel very, very sorry for you.
There is no Easter Bunny.
Just a little man.
This is a guy in a suit.
We need you out of the road, please.
You're a fucking traitor to the United States, you fuckface!
Falling apart. Your truck's falling apart.
Fucking traitor!
They love this one too. They love that one. It doesn't do anything to. It's just pathetic. I can like smell this video. And that F-Elon apparently, like, they all have it all across the country. Like, there's no originality. Oh, we got an actual Antifa.
We are lunatics. We are lunatics.
Oh, they got the tambourine out. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. Stop the steal. Whoa. Musk is Goebbels.
They would have first in the
No.
So much easier.
Incorrect. He is not. Make Nazis afraid again. I've seen a lot of those. Again, these people have like no creativity, no independent thought. When they close their eyes, they can't picture the apple. There's no inner dialogue, no inner monologue. It's just free. Tesla now with white power steering. That's, okay, that one's kind of funny. I don't agree with it, but at least it's different. A little thought went into it.
How you doing? I just want to make sure you don't trip. You're good. You're good. But yeah, I just want to make sure you don't fall or trip. That's all.
I know you tried to dress up like a dinosaur, but you look like a big cancerous dick. Right? It looks like George Soros' cock. You know they're hot in those things. They're even in their own breath. Were they talking about Project 2025? These people, man, they're so out of it.
Has no king. America has no king.
These are the same people that think that he said there was really fine people on both sides, and that was the end of that statement.
What's with the boot?
Huh?
What does the boot mean?
Oh, boots of fascists. Yes, would you like to buy boots of fascist? No? No, you do not lick fascist boots? It's a shame. It's a shame. I heard there would be people that lick fascist boots here.
It really is. They're deranged. Okay, reset. Anything else fun?
There should be an effigy on every street corner. We're New Yorkers. Let's protest like New Yorkers. This maggot motherfucker hates us. He hates us. Let's hang him high and make
Imagine if they did that to
The
Obama.
only thing that gets that piece of shit, that lardon.
Like, he still has blood on his face in that photo. Like, just got shot.
Let's hang this high. Who wants to hang this effigy?
I mean, these people are demons.
We're New Yorkers.
I bet she spent good money for that thing, too. That little printout. So proud of herself. Disgusting. Alright, I've seen enough, I guess. If you like what we do, you should go to the Alex Jones store. No, not the Gateway Pundit. I mean, yeah, go to the Gateway Pundit. They're good stuff. But at the Alex... What's going on? The Alex... Oh, right, because I cleared my browser history. The AlexJonesStore.com and / DarkDox. We get 10% of anything that you purchase. And now they have Ultra Methylene Blue. And it is the highest quality USP, that's United States pharmaceutical grade, fresh mint flavor, ultra clean formula, high purity standard, third party verified, and now it's 35% off. And I went ahead and subscribed today, which I suggest everyone do. It's $29.99 every 30 days, cancel anytime. And if you're a member, it was only it was still 30. So the VIPs don't get a discount on this one yet. But you can get one bottle for $44.99, save 25%. Get two bottles, $42.99, save 30%. If you get three bottles, you save 35%. But 50% off, can't beat it. Because again, you can cancel anytime. So you can get the one, go ahead and cancel it. After you get it, if you don't like it or you don't need it, you don't need it every month like that. You control your subscriptions. And right now, let's see what the current giveaway is. Every dollar you spend is 10x entries to win a 2024 Jeep Rubicon 392 4x4 plus $10,000 cash. Total giveaway value of $108,000. They got Spartan knives. They were selling out, so you should get them. They got silver coins. It's not an investment. It's a fundraiser item. It's $100. It's about $40 worth of silver, so calm down. But if you are going to get anything, I highly do suggest getting the VIP program because it's only $30 a month. And then you get $40 every month in store credit. So they're pretty much just giving you $10 to spend in the store every month for your commitment to pay $30 a month for the VIP program. Cancel anytime. You also get access to the lost tapes, all the Alex Jones Show MP3s from 2001 to 2008. They got 10 to 40% off all products all the time. They got t-shirts. They got all kinds of stuff. They got turmeric gummies. I'm actually on the She Legit complex right now. She Legit, as they say. CMOS capsules are fantastic. Hey, look, there's me. I'll do an ad while I'm doing an ad. I'm wearing my nightgown. $30. The VIP club pays for itself. It's $30 a month, and then you get $40 in store credit. So you're getting $10 for free every month. Do it. That's me in the band room. That's right. That's how we roll. Also at darkdox.me/shop, we got all kinds of cool stuff. We got, you can't put it in uppercase letters, shop. I mean, you can, but just to get the categories. Fun thing about the WP e-commerce, or now it's WooCommerce. We got projectors, MP4 players, and thumb drives loaded with over 100 documentaries, declassified federal documents. We got the Epstein documents. We got all kinds of stuff on there. We got pins of Trump. We got records. We got all kinds of stuff. So definitely check us out at darkdox.me/shop. And we got a couple more things. Deliberate arson targets GOP headquarters in Albuquerque on March 30th. That was yesterday. Early in the morning, the entry of the Republican Party of New Mexico's headquarters in Albuquerque was destroyed in a deliberate act of arson, which also includes spray painting the words ICE equals KKK. This horrific act, fueled by hatred and intolerance, is a direct assault on our values, freedoms, and our right to political expression. Look at that. The tolerant left. We need to declare the Democrat Party a domestic terror group, and we need to just start mass arresting these people. I mean, what are we doing? Look at that. Someone could have got killed. You people are monsters. What do we got? Infowars.com. After 3 children died within 24 hours of routine vaccines, Japanese researchers sound the alarm, citing the deaths of 3 Japanese children within 24 hours to receive routine childhood immunizations. The authors of a peer-reviewed study called for a reevaluation of the risks and benefits of currently approved vaccines and a review of the childhood vaccine schedules. I don't vaccinate any of my kids, and I have had no shots, and that is what makes us pure bloods, and that's what makes us so fucking strong. Yeah! Woo! So, don't shoot up your kids, okay? Drugs are bad. Trump not joking about a 3rd term. Oh, that's going to trigger him. The U.S. President Trump has said he is not joking about potentially seeking a 3rd term in office, telling NBC News in an interview on Sunday that there are methods to pursue another run despite the Constitution's 2-term limit on the presidency. It was my understanding that it's only 2 terms if they're concurrent. But if you have, if you have like another president in the middle, like what happened with Biden when they stole the election, then you can have 2 more concurrent and then you're out, is what my understanding was during the Stop the Steal stuff. God, 8 years ago. Was that really 8 years ago? That's wild. U.S. President Trump made this remark during a phone call from Mar-a-Lago in what are his most direct comments yet on the possibility of extending his presidency past 2029. A lot of people want him to do it. I mean, the fact of the matter is, with all of the red tape and bureaucracy, especially with what we're dealing with these crazy toddler Democrats, you can't get much done in 4 years. I mean, you have these activist judges trying to block him unconstitutionally. So you really do need 8 years to clean up this country, if not more. He's old. He's getting old. You know, he deserves a nice retirement for all he's done for this country. Really putting his life on the line over and over again. Literally getting shot in the head. Asked about the hypothetical scenario with Vice President J.D. Vance could run for president and then hand over the office to him, Trump replied, yeah, that's one way. There's others too, without elaborating. While President Trump allies have often dismissed his previous remarks about a 3rd term as joking, Sunday's comments suggest otherwise. Former Trump advisor Steve Bannon recently told News Nation that Trump could run and win again in 20... Absolutely. He's the most popular guy in the country. Elon Musk is a close second. And that's why the jealous left can't stand it. Can't stand it. 10 states have introduced bills to classify abortion as murder so far in 2025. Defund Planned Parenthood? Yes, please. In a push to strengthen recognition of preborn babies as full persons, let's call them people, I don't like persons, within the basic rights as any other American, 10 states have introduced legislation so far in 2025 to treat abortion as homicide with existing murder statutes, although they have met internal resistance from Republicans and pro-lifers who fear the legal and political fallout. I mean, they're already burning the country down. How much worse can it get? We got a John Bound report. Operation Lockstep lurks in the shadows.
Quite frankly, I didn't develop Optimal Human when Bigley came on as a big sponsor, and I told them the supplements I wanted.
What's up, Popeye?
We are inundated with propaganda fabricating one engineered New World Order crisis directive after another.
Musk announced the decision after conducting an online poll. He tweeted, quote, "The people have spoken. Amnesty begins next week."
You know, the Russians are waiting for something like this. They need a propaganda campaign against the United States and against our support for Ukraine. And they're going to be all over Twitter. I guarantee this. Supporting the far right.
Phase 2 of Operation Lockstep calls for more 5G radiation to affect the immune system of the public. Combined with the heavy metals found in the vaccines.
This video clip is an example of the phenomenon using pendulum oscillators of different phases on a common platform suddenly sync up given enough time. Toxic symptoms, information, can be transmitted to and from individuals or the group very efficiently, even if they move away from the initial source. The bodies of the injected provide the electrical power, like a battery, to continue resonating these fields, effectively turning them into wireless repeaters or routers. We're witnessing lethal damage by EMF irradiation. The more graphene oxide, the greater the damage. The contagion is not a contagion because there is no pathogen.
Other early signs of phase
That's
2
crazy.
within human civilization, there will be an increase of military checkpoints.
These signs either side of the road with the red in between painted on the road are showing up all around the exit roads to the main townships in the tablelands. And this is the base. It can be changed into a roadblock.
And more large-scale food shortages, which will force people to only be able to access essential products or services if they are awarded permission. Crushing discrimination against dissenters by corporations and banks, and the implementation of central bank digital currencies. The World Economic Forum is pushing for a global ID by 2026, fueled by blaming the average citizen for their carbon footprint.
Why is the World Economic Forum bothering with digital identity? Why are we looking into it? Why is it such an important topic for us?
How we construct and use digital identities would determine how people are represented online, what opportunities they have access to, what or who is trusted online.
So it's also a very important tool for financial inclusion.
The starting point where a number of actors, from the international development community and the private sector and everything in between have started to come together to think about what principles should be governing the use of these systems.
Yet, not a word from the Bilderberg attending industries that continue to produce endocrine system hormone blockers within phthalates and bisphenol A in plastics,
What is that, the
to
T1000?
pesticides in our food, to shampoo, to receipts, to water bottles, to electronics, to cleaning products and carpets. Regardless of the fact that the chemicals from these industries could wipe out the human race by 2045, as leading reproductive epidemiologist Shanna Swan and her team of researchers found that during the past 40 years, sperm levels among men in Western countries had more than halved and could deplete to zero by 2045 due to the toxicity of plastic.
When did this stuff start getting into our food supply?
The growth of these chemicals tracks with the growth of the petrochemical industry. So back in 1950, there's this better living through chemistry that everyone's talking about, and everybody is just wanting everything made of plastic. That's just one example of the many chemicals that can affect our hormone system.
And they must be stopped before Phase 3 results in the release of a weaponized SARS HIV MERS virus that could make a nuclear war look like sympathy. John Bound reported.
Are you guys ready for the zombie apocalypse? I've been ready since I was 13. Yeah. Growing up on Resident Evil and Dawn of the Dead, Shaun of the Dead, and all the dead. Yeah, and also it's true about the plastics, man. Like, all of you guys, seriously. Like, I save like my, I drink only out of glass. And kombucha bottles, like, I like kombucha, so they come in glass bottles. And then I refill those and keep them clean with, like, filtered water. I have one of those, like, Berkey systems that they have at InfoWarsStore.com. And, yeah, you got to have clean water, and you got to keep it in glass or stainless steel. When I'm out and about and, like, I don't want to worry about breaking glass, I have like a stainless steel tumbler. There, 304 stainless steel on Amazon is like, $12 for like a decent tumbler. You don't need one of these, what do they call them? Those Stanley cups. That's, that's crap anyway. It's like tin or whatever. You need some stainless steel 304, 316L Marine grade if you can get it, but most of them are typically 304. Caroline Levitt bodies leftist reporter when media hacks smear Trump administration with a crazy lie regarding ICE deporting violent gang members. Let's watch.
Is using to determine who.
I don't hear no sound.
The validation guide that DHS is using to determine who is.
I can't hear anything.
DA is a vicious gang that has taken the lives of the nation, and the president made it incredible. This is a vicious gang, Andrew. This is.
Sorry, guys.
The validation guide that DHS is using to determine who is an enemy alien, a Tren de Aragua member, and deportable under the Enemy Aliens Act. It has criteria here that require 8 points to be classified as a TDA member. You can get classified by simply having certain symbols in your tattoos and wearing certain streetwear brands. That alone is enough to get someone classified as TDA and sent to El Salvador.
That's not true, actually, Andrew.
According to this document, it is.
No, according to the Department of Homeland Security and the agents, have you talked to the agents who have been putting their lives on the line to detain these foreign terrorists who have been terrorizing our communities? TDA is a vicious gang that has taken the lives of American women. And our agents on the front lines take deporting these people with the utmost seriousness, and there is a litany of criteria that they use to ensure that these individuals qualify as foreign terrorists and to ensure that they qualify for deportation. And the president made it incredibly clear to the American public that there would be a mass deportation campaign of not just foreign terrorists, but also illegal criminal aliens who have been wreaking havoc on American communities. And shame on you and shame on the mainstream media for trying to cover for these individuals who have. This is a vicious gang, Andrew. This is a vicious gang that has taken the lives of American women.
The government filed in court, which says all.
And you said yourself there are.
This guy just wants to suck all their dicks, man. Just like little fucking
And you are
faggot.
questioning the credibility of these agents who are putting their life on the line to protect your life
Go down
and the
to
life of
fucking
everybody
Venezuela
in
and
this
see
country,
what it's
everybody
like.
across the country. And their credibility should be questioned. They finally have a president who is allowing
They will
them to do their
stand with
jobs, and God bless them
anybody
for
but
doing
the
it.
American people. Just disgusting. Speaking of standing with anyone but the American people, check this shit out. This is something that didn't make it into Ben's YouTube Shorts. We have a little clip of it. Look at this crap.
This was my Walmart.
Stand with Ukraine. Yes. Do you stand with American interests first?
He stands with Ukraine. Oh.
Ukraine comes before.
You stand with Ukraine, you should go over there and fight.
Ukraine comes before American interests. He
Yeah,
just
you
admitted
should
that.
totally go over to Ukraine and fight. They need people. They're grabbing people out of their houses. I have videos of it, and they're throwing them in vans to go fight on the front lines. You should go support Ukraine. You should go fight.
Well, would you split the airline ticket? We'll get them on a flight today.
How much is it for a flight to Ukraine? I put $300 down for this guy to go fight in Ukraine. You guys want to win the war? Yeah!
These people are not serious people. They do not stand on business. They don't say what they mean. They don't mean what they say. They are disingenuous. They are bullshit people. They can talk the talk, but they can't walk the walk. Elon Musk confirms widespread voter fraud as millions of non-citizens get access to Social Security, Medicaid, and the ballot box. You see, my mom's on Social Security, and she worked her ass off for years to get the $1,200 a month that she gets to, pay her bills and stuff. So now you're telling me shitty-ass illegal aliens are coming into this country and stealing my mom's money? You guys can go fuck yourself. I gotta take it to the edge because the ads on the Gateway Pundit don't like my browser. Alright, let's see. We get to watch a stupid ad. Are you ready? The hell? There we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm not going to subscribe. Skip in 3, 2, 1. Come on, guys.
And then you'll notice there's a strange trend here, where how many Social Security numbers were issued. Do you want to?
Yeah. So let me tell you what happened here. We started at the top of the system.
You want to talk about a lot of it.
We started at the top of the system, mapping the whole system of Social Security to understand where all the fraud was. And there's a lot of great people there that showed us really a lot of waste. And so that came up with a big list of stuff that we're working on. You've heard some of that already. But this is what jumped out at us. When we saw these numbers, we were like, what is this? In 21, you see 270,000 people, goes all the way to 2.1 million in 24. These are non-citizens that are getting Social Security numbers.
Yeah, this is a mind-blowing chart.
Yeah, this literally blew us away. Like, we went there to find fraud, and we found this by accident. And this isn't political, by the way. My parents are immigrants. Yeah, this country's been great to us. My brother and sister all born in
Look at that brown Nazi!
Legal immigration. This is not political. This is not political. This is about America and the future of America. And there are a lot of good people in the system that pointed this in this direction. I want to honor them right now, that work in the government today, who took risks to show us these numbers and tell us what's going on.
Yeah.
So I want to stop for a minute. I want to honor those people today. Very good people. Very good people. I have been from D.C. to Social Security offices to the border to track this down, and very good people have helped us along the way. I want to thank them.
Yeah.
This number, what this is when you come in the country, if you're an illegal, there's a couple ways to come in. You come in through a port of entry, and you can tell them you're afraid, and they'll give you an asylum case. You'll get an interview, then you get in. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to just go to the border. Literally, this happened. I talked to Border Patrol myself. Elon was there too. I went to Laredo, and I went to Bronzeville. Elon went to Eagle Pass. You walk up to a Border Patrol officer, and you tell them you want to come in. They have a couple of choices. They could charge you with a misdemeanor or a felony under 1325, or they can make it an administrative offense, like a parking ticket, basically. They were told to do that, make it an administrative offense under the last administration. And then you go walk across the border, they do what's called a release from your own recognizance, and they give you an NTA, a notice to appear, which to appear to judge. The wait times on judges are like average 6 years. Look at Grok, you'll see it on immigration judges. There's only 700 of them. This is 5.5 million people. Okay? So what happens then? Once you're in the country and you got asylum through one of these pathways, and we mapped the whole thing out, you can apply for a work document. You file a 765, it's the work form. You get this form called the 766, that's the authorization, and then Social Security Administration automatically sends you in the mail your Social Security number. No interview. No ID.
This is worth just reiterating. It's not people sometimes think that under the Biden administration that he was simply asleep at the switch. He wasn't asleep. No. They weren't asleep at the switch. It was a massive, large-scale program to import as many illegals as possible, ultimately to change the entire voting map of the United States and disenfranchise the American people and make it a permanent, deep blue, one-party state from which there would be no escape.
Look, if I hadn't seen this myself, I'm not sure I'd have believed it. I went through it myself and mapped it, and Elon is right. This is true. The defaults in the system from Social Security to all of the benefit programs have been set to max inclusion, max pay for these people, and minimum collection. That's what's happening. We found 1.3 million of them already on Medicaid, as an example. We've gone through, on every benefit program we went through, we found groups from this particular group of people, this 5.5 million people, in those benefit programs. And then what was really, really disturbing us was why. We're asking ourselves why. Right. And so we actually just took a sample and looked at voter registration records. And we found people here registered to vote in this population, yes.
And who did vote.
And we found some by sampling that actually did vote. And we have referred them to prosecution at the Homeland Security Investigation Service.
Yeah.
Already. That is already happening right now.
This is why they're going after him.
Yeah. And the truly disturbing thing, though, I just want you to know this, a truly disturbing thing to me, and the darkest thing about this to me, the voter fraud is terrible, but the human tragedy this created is extraordinary, because what you don't understand, and people don't know, and Americans need to know, that's why I'm here, is that human traffickers made $13 to $15 billion off of this. Okay? That's the money that's going around the world, moving people around the world to our borders because of these incentives. How does it work? What happens? Hey, if you're in Africa and you're in Central America, you got to walk up through Mexico, through Central America. Who do you pay? You pay the narcos, you pay the traffickers, right? And we were told by ICE, it's between $20,000 and $500, depends where they pick you up, to walk across all those countries and get all the way up to the border. Where's that money goes? It goes to the cartels. It goes to human traffickers, right? There are 30,000 children that have not appeared on the notice to appear already. ICE knows this. 30,000 children, 270,000 children didn't even get notices to appear. ICE told us that kids are being trafficked back and forth across the border to complete families to make this easier. This is a human tragedy. It's not just the money, it's the people and the kids. And how many of these people died on the way up here that didn't make it in? What happened to them? We created a system here that created an incentive for people to come and be taken advantage of by these traffickers. And how do you think they get paid? What, you're in Africa, Central America, you got $20,000 or $10,000 or $5,000 to pay these traffickers? No, you don't. What happens? You come in, then you owe them the money. You're an indentured servant. If you don't pay them, what happens? What do? They kill your mother, they kill your brother, they kill your family. What happens next? That's what we discovered. And I have to tell you, it's tragic to me. The tragedy, the human tragedy this created is extraordinary. That's the real problem. This is America. We don't do this here in America.
Yeah.
That's right. We need to go ahead and just declare war with Mexico and just fucking... We have the power to fucking kill the cartel once and for all. All right? If you're working with the cartel, your days are numbered. All right? Now, it's funny because, like, back during the W administration, I was one of the people that was very opposed to the North American Union. You know, I was like, the United States needs to stay, you know, there's Mexico and there's Canada. But that was a different time, back when we had literally a real Nazi, Little Boots. In fact, let's get him on the screen. George W. Bush, Nazi. Where's him doing the... Oh, there he is. Doing a little Sig Heil there. Oh, yeah. But no, he's not a Nazi because of a little gotcha. Oh, this is a good one. Look at that one. That's a solid one right there. We had that on a business card, like, before you were born. But no, all joking aside, you know, I was opposed to the North American Union back then. But now with this new administration... I think we should take over Canada and Mexico and make it all part of the United States, and go ahead and just run, because otherwise we have wolves at our gates. Like we have, you know, a serious threat. Not really in Canada, you know, but like, yeah, the cartel, man, you know, and they're just a bunch of dumb, you know, just they've been getting away with it for so long. They've become complacent. And they're monsters. They rape, they murder, they torture, they traffic children for sex, they're pedophiles. It needs to stop. Law enforcement whistleblowers. Far-left Michigan Attorney General lied, never referred GBI strategies investigation to FBI federal authorities despite admitting to voter fraud was real in the 2020 election. You can check out that, because we are out of time. I have to keep these a little short for the bit shoots. They don't like them over 2 gigabytes. Britain is lost. Toddler suspended from nursery school for being transphobic. Oh, that UK. Tesla takedown. Here are 24 Democrat organizations behind the terrorist campaign. Link in description, guys. Woke Snow White bombs in 2 weeks. The Chosen, Last Supper crushed Disney's remake at box office Friday. Disney braces for hundreds of millions of dollars of loss on leftist rewrite of the classic. They can afford it. That's what they get. And that does it. Once more, We will be back tomorrow with a new month. Maybe it's our final episode. Tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. for DarkDox Digests. This is Christian Coffins, once more saying beware, take care, bye-bye.
Leading a frontal assault on the lies of the New World Order, it's Christian Coffins.
DarkDox Digest. DarkDox Digest. DarkDox Digest. DarkDox Digest. If you value this program, donate what you can at cash.app/DarkDox. DarkDox Digest. DarkDox.
Oh my god, so trendy.